Guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining me here in the garage. This is my 2024 Model Y. We've got a really cool accessory. This is from Hansshow. They're the maker of Tesla premium accessories. So this is a cool docking station they have for the center console. So this installs in the center console. It's got some really cool shortcut buttons. It's got USB charging on it, and it has a really cool pass-through area where you can have charging cords pass through from the center console area. You can plug your phone in that way. Let me show you everything you get and some of the features of this. When you get the box open, here's what you get. You obviously get, here's the docking station here. This is a perfect match to the factory color and material, this plastic material. So this is going to fit very seamlessly on the center console area. So there's our dock there. Now this has some shortcut controls here. Each of these buttons has two functions, shortcut buttons, so that way you don't have to fumble around on the screen and the menu on the Tesla. You just push it once for one function, double click for another, so there's 8 different shortcut functions. I'll show you those after we get this installed. There's a harness that we plug in behind the center console area. There's a harness that looks like this. We plug into that, we splice into it to get power and to get all the functionality, and then we just plug in this little black module, and we store all that back behind the center console, and then we're able to get power to this bar here by plugging in USB-C. There's 2 USB-C outlets in the center console. We'll use one for this, and then we can pass through cords for the other ones up into here. There is some adhesive Velcro that we can use. We have a pry tool for the rear console area. So let me show you where this is going to go and how easy it is to install. All right, so here we're in the car. I want to show you kind of where this goes. Here's our center console. There's 2 USB-C plugs. There's one, this is one plugged in here. There's also one right here. Those are the charging plugs I use to charge my phone. I really don't use these wireless charging pads because my phone is not compatible with these. So I always have this area open because I have these cords hanging out, and it just looks messy because I just have stuff kind of shoved in there. And where this is going to be nice is going to fit right in here. So you just slip this in all the way to the back there. We've got the USB plug underneath there. This is the plug from underneath, and this is just going to use one of our ports. Fish this one up through here, and I can have my charging cords there, and then that way I'll be able to keep this closed, and that really just makes it for a nice clean looking finish there. And I like that I have charging ports here, so if I want more charging ports, I have them. So this just gives it a really, you can see how perfect match that is. The height, I mean, that looks really good. I really like these shortcut buttons. So that's how that's going to go in. Let me show you how we install it in the back seat of the car. Okay, here we are in the back seat. So here's our center console, our air vents. So what we're going to do is we just have to remove this panel right here to get access to that harness plug so we can splice into it, and we'll keep that console, that module box back behind this as well. So this is where we're going to get our tool out. We're just going to get our tool out here, and we'll just pry this cover off, and that'll give us access to those plugs. All right, while you're getting this off, you want to make sure you get your pry tool in there. This thing's on there pretty tight, so you really have to just make some space there, get your fingers there, and pry down, and it'll pop off. There's these clips on there. Here's our harness that we have to get to, so we're going to unplug that. All right, I used my pry tool to press down. I used 2 pry tools to press down here, and then this one just to push it back a little bit. This one's kind of locked in place, probably by a clip. So that one doesn't move. So to install the harness, we just simply clip this one into that. Now I can connect this black module, and that simply plugs into the larger slot. Just match up the slot to the clip. Now before I put all this back together, I just want to make sure that our dock is working. You see we have power there, we have a light on. And this is going to be kind of tucked back right through here. So let's test out the dock, make sure everything's working, then we can get this area button back up. So all we need to do to install on this side, the console side, is we just need to put the USB plug in the bottom there. Before I install this completely, what I have the USB plug in the bottom, and then I also have a charging cord run through this pass-through area, which I'm really excited about this because that way I can kind of organize this area. So this can plug back into here, and then this one's plugging into this side over here. So I have the USB plug in. One nice thing is it gives a light, so that way when you open this thing up, you're able to see down to your center console a little better because you have a light there. And I have this little pass-through here. Now the light doesn't stay on all the time. There's a little button right here on the end. When that gets hit by the door, that turns the light off. So when we close the door, light turns off. It makes this area look a lot cleaner. I really like the look of this. All right, so I'm testing out this charging plug here. This USB-C is charging my phone. Everything's good there. That's working good. Our light turns on. Let's go through all these buttons now and go through all the shortcuts that these provide. For example, you push this once, this is the circle, push that once, it turns the reading lights on. I push that one again, it turns those off. If I double click this, it should pop open this right door here. And it popped open the door, so like it kind of unlatched the door, which is pretty cool. For the triangle, if we push the triangle once, it will open the glove box. See the glove box there, and double click will open the right rear passenger door. The square, if we push the square once, it will fold in the mirrors. See, there's our mirrors folding in. And we double click it, it will pop open the front hatch, the frunk. The star, if we push the star once, it will preheat the battery. And then we do it twice, it will open and close our rear hatch. So same thing here. It's our shortcut button there. All right, with everything working, just to button up the installation here, I'm just going to put our panel back on. All right, the rear panel's back in place. There's enough room that those extra harnesses and clips can fit back there just fine, and it fits back on nice and easy, nice secure. So that's all good. All right, guys, this is installed. I really like the look of this. This blends in very seamlessly right in here to this console tray. I like this light that it provides down there. It looks really good. I like the extra charging ports, and this pass-through makes it really nice to just kind of help keep the cords organized here in the front. The shortcut buttons are really cool as well. Might take a little bit of time to learn which ones do which, but I like having a physical shortcut button right here that I can just quickly open and close, like the front trunk or the back trunk, or turn on the lights, glove box, things like that. So it's a really cool shortcut. Installation was pretty easy, very straightforward. Just plugging in the harness is all it took. Didn't take very much effort, and then this just slides right in here. So very easy to install. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to see the link down below. Big shout out to Hansshow for partnering with us on this video. See their link down below. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.